So seven energy centers, seven chakras they call, because when the energy, they say these energies are not static, they move around like circles. And chakra in Sanskrit means anything that's moving is a chakra. So seven chakras, seven energy centers, they're not static, they're dynamic centers, but they are not functioning because they are not needed. Same way, they say appendix is vestigial because it's not functioning anymore. Maybe it had a need in the past, but now it's not. So same way, we have these centers that we don't need it anymore. We're not using it. We're not using that part of the brain. Same way, we're not using that part of the energy centers. What happens when you awaken these centers is not something that we can discuss, but the plan is to connect to our consciousness through these energy centers. Geographically, they have put these centers in different areas of the body, which they found out that it's not physically that it has to be there. It's more like you start feeling something there, that strong feeling starts to come. If you're really aware of, and not anybody is aware that, the lowest chakras of first chakra, that's at the base. Now the anal opening, and it's called perineum, like the perineal area, that's the center of the perineum is where the first chakra is, not at the skin outside, but that area, I would say
the pelvis
inside. Yes. And if you go like 4 fingers below the umbilicus, around this area, or like where the bone of the pelvis, that area, but inside they make it closer to the spine because they think that it's easy with the spine because it's a straight rod and you can keep all the chakras, the energy centers there. So that area is for the second, and where the sternum ends, like here, the soft part, that's where the third is. In the middle of the chest, right, left, just in the middle, where they say your heart, just heart is on the left, but they say in the middle. In the heart area is the fourth, and the throat is the fifth. In the middle of the two eyes, a little bit, not here, but a little bit up here. But again, some people may have it here, some people may have it up here, but it's in the middle.
Where you put the bindi.
Yes, that's the sixth, and where the soft, the top of the crown of your head, there is a soft
the fontanelle,
that doesn't close or closes, it's still soft. That's the seventh, where it actually connects to the eighth, which is the universal energy. So first would be to awaken those centers, and eventually is to connect to the universal energy center. So it's that's the whole process. That this is one way of doing it. So this technique that we were going to do, it's a half an hour technique. I shortened it from 1 hour so that it's easier in the beginning. I know we don't want, also never wanted it to be a serious technique. He always said, do it playfully, because only if it's playful and you're doing it happily, then you are in it. Otherwise, it's like in a classroom. When I went to medicine school, I was at the last bench. The teachers were so boring. I never wanted, my mind was somewhere else. I was writing poetry at that time. I won a poetry competition doing that. But I would just go home and study myself. But at the classrooms were so boring because, long 60 minutes, nobody is going to like right away. You have to make it interesting. Also always said, do the meditation playfully, experiment into it. Don't go too much into the base, the techniques, but do it more like a feeling inside. You should be the priority, not the technique. So don't do it like a habit every day. Every day I wake up, I do this. I look at my chakras and I breathe certain. No, do it like a feeling. Today is a different day. The sun feels different. The birds at the air feels different. Let me just feel inside how the chakras are. So it has to be done like that, and with a happy feeling that you enjoy it. If you stop enjoying it, also says drop that technique. Start a new one, maybe a different. One day some technique will click and you will enjoy doing it all the time, and you do it. Even if it's a short technique, 5 minutes. If you enjoy doing it, that is your technique for life. You use it, keep on doing it. So this one is a chakra sound meditation. We do it either lying down if you don't fall asleep, or sitting down, any position, even like this you can do. If you want to put a support on the back, you can do with the support on the back as well. At least the comfort level should be such that you don't move, you leave the body there
Me too.
to stay there. The eyes will be closed, ears you can't help, so you just will be attentive to whatever happening as well, the sounds, everything. With the mouth will be closed, and you will make this sound. It's called the humming sound, but the humming has to be deep. That's why your breath is also helpful here. I'll just show you. You haven't done humming, or you can do after I do. So the spine erect helps because you're leaning, because the whole work is on the spine. That's why they always say keep your spine erect as much as you can, because the work is happening on the spine, not your legs. You can keep your legs like this and do, but if you need to keep your spine erect at least. And to help the spine erect, all those physical exercises I talked about, that helps, so that it's all just a preparation. The yoga is a body preparation to help deeper work. With the eyes closed, breathing through the nose, not through the mouth. Mouth will also stay closed. When you take breath in, you just take in normally. He's cooking meat somewhere. When you breathe out, so you want to make like a one flow, not interrupting when you breathe out, but the humming should be made through the nose. You want to try? So it helps if you breathe a little deeper but not exerting yourself. It helps in going deep while breathing out as well. Incorrect ways of doing. I can't believe some people have so short. It's just they stop it. They don't want to go deeper. Going deeper, sometimes people get scared because they've never been. Remember that basement and dark? You're going with a flashlight, but people still feel scared to go deeper, so they don't breathe deep. Again, you will start. So you go deep with each humming. You go to each center. You feel like your humming is going deeper and deeper and getting to that center where you have your attention to.